My name is DiRenzo, and I'm the Deputy Register of Wills with just about 39 years of service.
My name is Karima Yelverton. I'm the Assistant Solicitor to the Register of Wills.
My name is Tracey Gordon. I'm the Register of Wills here in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Today's movie is Jupiter Ascending.
I did 3 tours in Abu Kesh, a battle that cost the lives of 2 million soldiers, and I'd rather be back there than have to deal with these bureaucrats.
Greetings, Your Majesty. I am Intergalactic Advocate Bob.
Intergalactic Advocate, AKA a lawyer.
So now I know when you think about government and having to come down to City Hall and bring paperwork to the Register of Wills, the first thing people always say is, it's going to be a nightmare. And I'm here to tell you at the Register of Wills in City Hall, room 180, customer service is our main priority.
In the scene, it doesn't seem like anybody wants to be bothered. They're next in line. Here's your one-word answer. To the next, let's just pass the buck. Here at the Register of Wills office, we're an office that's going to provide service.
This is the authentic recurrence of Her Ladyship, the Abrasic Sovereign, and we have come to claim her title.
You need to file an inheritance petition. And if the title is held, you'll need a transfer of title.
Thank you.
Generally, the way a person comes into contact with the Register of Wills office is through the probate department.
Probate is the legal process that you do to raise an estate.
You bring in evidence that the person is deceased, which is a death certificate, and you bring in evidence that you are either the person chosen to be the executor of the estate through the decedent's will, or that you are eligible to be the administrator.
And how you go through this process is you're actually going to come into the Register of Wills office and you'll sit with an actual probate clerk and you'll go through a series of questions and answers to determine what are the probate assets. And that would be anything that's in the decedent's name only as of the date of death.
File a quitclaim through Central Services, Section 918. Next.
You need a title survey and gene print identification from Wilson Trusts.
This is where you say, oh my goodness, I'm never going to get all of this stuff done.
We understand that it's a legal process that you're probably not familiar with, so my staff really take the time out to explain to you.
I can't touch this without a tax number from the Revenue Review.
Generally, people don't have all the paperwork they need, and that's why it seems like a long process trying to gather paperwork and bring it back.
Our job is to extract that information from you, and a lot of times they don't know. It's the first time that they're going through this, so we want to make it as simple as possible for them.
This is revenue request, not revenue review.
First of all, you're going to meet with a friendly face and get all that information right up front when you come in.
When you come to probate or to raise the estate, you come to one office and we're not going to send you all over the place. Unless you're coming to transfer the title, then we'll have to send you across the courtyard to the Recorder of Deeds office.
Method Zort, Clause Part Tax Identification Zort.
We can't get the title without the tax ID.
This Blicker.
The Register of Wills and the Recorder of Deeds are 2 different people, 2 different offices, 2 different processes. You come get the paperwork from the Register of Wills. You take the paperwork, once you get it, over to the Recorder of Deeds, and that's where the transfer comes in. No, not at the Register of Wills. But we will help you get along the process. We just do not take bribes.
It goes without saying that graft is incompatible with my programming. I think you dropped something.
Please do not come to our office and try to bribe our clerks.
Totally unacceptable for a city employee.
Seals and signets are on sub 33.
Your Majesty.
Don't forget, you do have to have ID. You also have to have a death certificate. And of course, you need to bring the will.
The scene reminds me a little bit of Back to the Future, combined with, you see the Zodiac where you drop the penny in, press it down to make that penny into a little logo.
Oh.
Very good.
Boy, that was a lot of steps just to get a tattoo.
Well, congratulations, Your Majesty, and my deepest condolences.
Unfortunately, when someone passes away, that's one of the hardest times in someone's lives.
My advice to you all is go right on our website. You'll get all the information you need, all the paperwork you need.
We move you through much more quickly than that snail's pace, and we're not going to tattoo your skin or, you know.
You don't have to get a tattoo in order to complete probate.
But what you do get is that tattoo on that short certificate and the letters testamentary. That's our seal. That's our version of that tattoo. So that seal, without it, they're not valid. Just like without her tattoo, she's not valid.
Well, you can get a tattoo, but we don't do tattoos here.
We try to help people whether they walk in or whether they call in or whether they send an email. If you come in without an attorney, we will not leave you high and dry.
We're not permitted to give out legal advice. But what we will do is take you through the process so that when you leave here, that you'll be fully prepared when you come back with all the information that you're going to need. Executor administrator, pretty much the same authority, but one's with a will, one's without.
You will also need to have renunciation signed by other persons who are eligible to be the administrator of the estate. And that includes all the persons who are potential heirs of the decedent.
Testate is when someone passes with a will. Intestate is someone that passes without a will.
A short certificate is a document that you get from the Registry of Wills, and it allows you to get access to the assets.
You're getting this document, you're surrendering it over to that financial institution, and you're pretty much giving carte blanche to someone's assets.
Thanks for watching The Registry Reacts. Next week, we'll be talking about keeping an updated will while watching the movie Bonneville.
My mom left this house to me when she died. What do you mean I'm not on the deed? I've been living here my whole life. I'm raising my kids here. A tangled what? What's a tangled title? She told me I own this house. This is my house.
Verbal wills are not valid in Pennsylvania. The state requires that you write everything down before you pass. Every person that makes a will is one less tangled title in the future.